So you feel you need to speak out to what? To clear your name? Because you've been maligned?
No. I need to clear my name, number one, and to clear up a lot of the lies. For example, when they said that I was tortured, I was sent to a prison, during my 83 plus days in the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. And all these were lies. I stayed all time there. I was never tortured. Actually, we were given the best service, to be honest with you, by the Saudi government, frankly speaking. Doctors used to come twice a day. We had the best first service, best food, best everything, to be honest with you. So really, it hurts me to hear all these rumors and innuendos and heresies.
Your Royal Highness, this whole ordeal has affected your reputation. People will still believe, no matter what you tell me today, that because you were in the Ritz-Carlton, you must be guilty of something, or crooked perhaps. Surely you must realize that.
Sure. Look, when you are detained, for sure, some of the business community, some of the banking community will say, they will have one iota of doubt, for sure. And it's my job right now to interact, meet with all of them, individually or jointly, or go through a good reporter like you and say my story. I understand it's not going to be easy at all, because it's going to some banks and some people in the business community will be doubtful, will say what's going on. However, I assure them that everything is normal, everything's back to normal, and that we are functioning as we were before, and we welcome them to come here to see what we're doing in Saudi Arabia, and life is back to normal.
How will you know if it is or isn't affecting your business and investment opportunities?
I know because I met a lot of businessmen who are in touch with us, and the banking community. The banking community is the very important barometer. And we met most of them, and we're still meeting some of them. They all reiterated their position of trust and confidence in us, and said, we are ready to continue with you as was the case before.
It would surely help if the government said, Al-Walid did nothing wrong. It was a misunderstanding. He paid nothing to leave. He remains a Saudi citizen in good standing. That hasn't happened.
All these points were covered in the confirmed understanding agreement between the government. See, I cannot dwell into that, and the government will not dwell into that.
I understand, but you have to agree, surely, that if the government, if Prince Mohammed perhaps, or some other government official were to say, were to affirm everything that we've discussed today, that would help.
No, look, the fact I'm speaking to you right now, and I'm saying everything truth and honestly, and the fact the government is not going to say what he is wrong in what he's saying, it's an approval of what I'm saying, correct? So let's do it differently.
The Crown Prince, Prince Mohammed, is touring the West. He's meeting President Trump at the White House, and he's trying to attract capital to Saudi Arabia. Given your experience in the Ritz-Carlton, how good can you feel about presenting a common front with the government, the very same government that put you in the hotel?
Oh, look, I'm a supporter of Saudi Arabia, supporter of my government, supporter of King Salman and Prince Mohammed Salman, all the way. I mean, before, during, and after the detention. There's no one iota of doubt about that. And I would support Saudi Arabia, because this is my country, correct?
People will find that hard to understand.
I understand, because they don't understand that talking to a person who is a member of the royal family. You know, these people are this guy is my cousin, this guy is my uncle, and this guy is my grandfather. And these are my sons and my daughters and granddaughters here. So I'm part of the Saudi community here. I'm part of it. It's, it's like in the United States. Do you think that Paul Ryan always agrees with Trump, President Trump, and they are the same party, right? They disagree sometimes. Even Pelosi of the House of Representatives and Schumer of the Senate, they disagree also. They are in the Democratic Party, right? So we are one party here. One party, the ruling family of Saudi Arabia. And this country was established with the blood of Al Saud and Abdulaziz specifically. And I'm not about to really move from that front, whereby I'm full support of Saudi Arabia. And I understand this sounds weird to people, say, you've been detained. by the king and the crown prince, and yet you are still supporting them? I say, you bet, sir. I'm supporting them wholeheartedly and with complete freedom and liberty.
You've spoken to other investors, you've spoken to other CEOs. What do they say?
Well, you know, frankly, most of them really, I didn't speak to all of them. I spoke, maybe some of them called me, some of them I called them. And they are all back to normal, frankly speaking. And, you know, I didn't talk to many, maybe few.
But you have to wonder how comfortable they will be putting capital in Saudi Arabia after seeing what we might call the Ritz-Carlton method of dealing with disputes.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, they have to decide that. But I can talk on my behalf. I can assure you and can tell you, business as usual. We're going to invest in Saudi Arabia. We're going to continue investing in Saudi Arabia. You know, I was born in Saudi Arabia, and I'm going to die in Saudi Arabia, and that's my nation forever.